Your boss won't listen to you. Your spouse doesn't listen to you. Your kids barely know you're alive. But here at The Fan, we love and appreciate you.
Just when we learn to appreciate what a huge wussy you are.
This is the show for the people, by the people. It's The Fan Call-In Show.
Presented by the ESPN Bet Sportsbook inside Hollywood Casino Columbus.
Here are the leaders of the Lunatic Fringe, Scotty Vegas and Ryan Baker.
You are indeed the star of this show. This is the Fan Call-In Show, and what's great is we got prizes galore to hand out this morning. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, and if you want to call in, maybe you want to try and win a mother some Reds tickets. Maybe you kind of slacked out and didn't get a prize or a present for mother. Well, call in. This is your opportunity that maybe you can say, hey, Mom, I won you a pair of Reds tickets on the Call-In Show today. I'm Scotty Vegas with Ryan Baker. The phone lines are already open, 614-821-9710. We got a lot of fun things planned today, Ryan.
We sure do, and because it's Mother's Day, and I know this wasn't planned for us, but if you have a cool sports story involving mom, or if you are a mom and you have a cool sports story with your kids or something like that, we definitely want to hear from you. 614-821-9710. Also, some dining credits to the ESPN Sportsbook over at Hollywood Casino. Available in those Reds tickets, Scotty, for this Thursday. Correct.
Yes,
it is a
sir.
day game down in Cincinnati. And they're playing the Chicago White Sox.
And look, they just scored 10 runs in the first inning yesterday, so they're hot. We're ready to go. Those tickets are hot. What else is hot is these phone lines. We see them lighting up already. 614-821-9710. Again, I love the idea. I'd love to hear your moms and sports stories, and so give us a call. But one thing that we also wanted to do is it was released this week of the top jobs in college football, the top coaching jobs in college football.
One site's top college football jobs.
Right. And so I heard you and Bo kind of debating back and forth this week of what are the top jobs in all of college football as far as head coaches go. And it got me thinking, and I started thinking, well, why limit it to just college football? What are the best jobs in all of sports? And so I tasked you with coming up with your top 5 favorite jobs. I've got my top 5 favorite jobs in sports, and we're going to get into that list as we go throughout the show. However, this is your show, and so we're going to start right out with you on the phone lines, and let's talk to our buddy John. John, we want to know what school you're representing, and then we're going to play a quick sounder, and then we'll get your take. So
I don't think we got a John. I think you mean Greg. We got Greg.
Oh.
Greg's our first caller.
Why do I see
today.
John on line 1 here?
You see John on line 1? I don't see John on line 1. Okay.
Yeah, John's there.
Why do I not see John? Let's go to John. Good morning, John. You're on the Fan Call-In Show.
Good morning, gentlemen. I only represent one school. That's, Buckeye Nation, High State.
I live
the only school.
in a van down by the river.
Love it, John. Go ahead.
See, my dream job would be being a cameraman for sporting events like football, auto racing, get that action shot for the fans to see the game-winning touchdown or the photo finish at a Daytona 500 or a Formula One race, something like that. You get to travel, get to see the world as well at the same time.
So, John, that's a great call. It's something that I've actually done before in my life. I have been a cameraman for sporting events. I used to work on the Clippers TV crew, and then I've been a cameraman for, it was Time Warner Sports at that time, doing some stuff for Fox Sports as well. It is a great job until the weather is bad and you are out in the elements, and then it is not so great. I remember being on the roof of a press box up in Cleveland. I think it was Euclid High School is where we were at. It was a Villa Angela St. Joseph's football game, but Villa Angela doesn't have a football field, so they were playing their games at Euclid. I literally had a rain suit on and a trash bag over me, and I was freezing, shivering cold in this downpour monsoon. I think I've got a picture of the field somewhere still, Scotty. I'll have to show you. So a cameraman is a great thing until you're stuck out in the elements.
But that is a great call. I appreciate that one, John. I didn't even think about it. So I wrote down 5 or 6 different things that I would love to do in sports. Cameraman wasn't one of them, but that is a really cool one. In fact, I just saw a picture the other day, and I thought this was a really cool job, where there's a cameraman at a major golf tournament that they send really, really high in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's on a crane, he's got a little platform, and he is like literally probably 5-6 stories up, and he's shooting down on these multiple golf holes from way up high from a crane. He's got a little sheet of paper that says what groups are coming up and all that stuff, and it just looked incredible. But my gosh, I would be so scared that high up in the air.
Was it Notre Dame and Brian Kelly a few years back where they had the students up on like the scissor lift, and it was windy and blew it over, and one of the students was seriously hurt or they died? I can't remember what it was. So it can be a dangerous job, right? Like, I don't think if you're going out to something for CBS Sports, obviously they're going to have you doing that. But still, can be a little dangerous. And like I said, from experience, when you're in the elements, not so great.
Yeah, appreciate the call, John. Again, those phone lines are open, 614-821-9710. We're now going to go to line 3 and talk to our friend Noah. Noah, welcome to the Fan Call-In Show.
Hey, thank you guys for having me. Happy to be here.
Noah, what school you representing this morning?
Gotta go with the Buckeyes for sure, with a little bit of love for the Marshall Thundering Herd. Gotta love them guys.
Your attitude's earning you laps right now, boy.
Awesome. Go ahead, Noah.
Yeah. So if I had a dream job in that field, it would definitely be a sports broadcaster of some kind, whether it's, play-by-play or even just like a daytime talk show. If I could just talk sports all day like I do already, but if I could make a career out of that, that would definitely be the dream.
Thank you for the call, Noah. And as we guys who get to talk sports all day, it's not terrible, right, Scotty? It's a pretty good gig.
It's a great gig, and it leads me to my number one sports job.
Which you gave away last hour.
Which you're already angry at me this morning, but yes, I did give it away, talking with Dave. And it's Jim Nantz. It's the lead broadcaster for CBS Sports. And the reason why, multiple things. One is that Jim Nantz gets to go to all the big NFL games. He calls the number one game for CBS each Sunday. Number 2, and perhaps even more so than the NFL, is he gets to travel around and call the PGA Tour on Saturdays and Sundays, all the major tournaments he's at. So for me, that's the number one job in sports, and Jim Nantz has it.
I am shocked that was your number one, actually,
really?
Because that is my number one, too. And I don't think that's a surprise to anyone. I mean, as somebody who gets to call high school games and state championships and stuff like that, it's something that I've always wanted to do since I was a little kid. Like some little kids sing in the shower, I would call fake games in the shower. It's something that I've always wanted to do. But I'm shocked that you put that on there. And it's funny, my argument to you was going to be a Jim Nantz because I knew like calling the Masters would get you
correct
on something like that. But a very cool thing. We want to hear your top 5 jobs in sports. 614-821-9710. Let's head back out to the phone lines. Let's go to Greg. Greg, good morning. You're on the Fan Call-In Show.
Good morning, guys. I represent the Ohio University Bobcats.
60% of the time, it works every time.
Go ahead, Greg.
I'd like to talk about something a little bit different, kind of a throwback, or this would be, I guess, Back to the Future in reverse. I'd like to talk about the 1969 Ohio State Buckeye football team and how college football has evolved today. That was a really great team. They don't get credit for it. They should have been national champs. That would have been a three-peat if they would have done it. But that, unfortunately, that year they were ranked number 1 through the first 8 games. And then the last game, they went up to Ann Arbor, and they lost to a new head coach named Bo Schembechler. So they dropped them down to 4th, and they didn't get a chance play for a national championship, because back then the Big Ten had a stupid rule that you couldn't go back-to-back to the Rose Bowl. Stupid rule, but this is a bit of a stretch. But I want you guys to imagine this scenario of a 1969 player going into a coma and then waking up 56 years later, a couple months ago, to find out how the game has changed. And here's just 4 of the different areas that I think they'd be blown away by. Back in the 50s and 60s, Ohio State only played 9 regular season games. 9, and you were done. If it wasn't your turn to go to the Rose Bowl, that was it for you. Today, if you make the playoffs, you got a chance to play 17 games, and that may change to you even more.
Greg, we appreciate the call. We're going to have to move on. We've got a lot of callers on the line, but you're absolutely right. The game has changed, no question about it, in a million different ways.
It's not even the same game, right? Like it's not even close to the same game with just the evolution of the game in itself. Like back then, you probably had 5 pass attempts a game. Now, you get 30, 40 pass attempts a game. So it's not even in the same universe, really, of football. And I'm sure that there's people, like, I think about that a lot. Like, what would Woody Hayes think about, 3 yards in a cloud of dust and all that? Like, what would he think of what's going on in football? Yeah, it's pretty crazy. We want to hear from you. 614-821-9710 is the number. Scotty and I will give you the rest of our top 5 dream jobs in sports as well. All of that coming up next. It's the Call-In Show on The Fan.
If you miss a live show, you can catch the podcast. If you miss the podcast, our hosts have volunteered to have dinner with you.
Ma, the meatloaf!
The Fan.
Hi, this is Bob Masheter from Dick Masheter Ford. Thank you to all of Central Ohio as we head towards 60 years of doing business in the Buckeye State. Dad opened up in 1967 simply trying to offer a better way to buy a car, and we've been working ever since to serve our neighbors. We have served you through wars, recessions, and even a Chinese virus. Here is to serving you and your kids and your grandkids for the next 60 years, except on Sundays when we're closed, because it's the right thing to do. Still 24/7 at masheterford.net. Thanks.
Hey Sports Cards fans, I'm Jeff with my buddy Adam, and we run Huggy Kissy Bear breaks on the Whatnot app. What's a card break? Simple. We open boxes of cards live, you pick your team, and we send you all the hits. With over 2,300 5-star reviews, we're all about you. New to card breaks? No sweat. We've got you covered with a sweet welcome package from us. Download the Whatnot app and follow us on Instagram and TikTok to view all of our past Sugar Bear hits. Huggy Kissy Bear breaks, where collectors win big.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here. Spring weather has arrived, and we all know what that brings. Warmer weather and severe storms. Well, when bad weather hits, we all know it can cause leaky roofs or even damage to your siding and gutters. The Roofing Guys are your local experts in roofing, siding, and gutters and more, providing top quality through every roof, every time. So it's just a small repair, full replacement, or even peace of mind. You need to contact my guys, the Roofing Guys, 614-626-7000, or visit them at theroofingguys.com. That's theroofingguys.com.
Forever starts with the perfect diamond. Hi, it's Alex Johnson from the Diamond Cellar, and for over 78 years, our family has helped generations of couples celebrate love with brilliance, quality, and unbeatable prices. At Diamond Cellar, bigger diamonds and better prices are our promise to you. Whether you're popping the question or upgrading your sparkle, trust the experts. Because diamonds, they're our forte. Visit us at Diamond Cellar on Sawmill Road or at Easton Town Center and learn more at diamondcellar.com.
Get Eco.
ECO. Aaron, I love that we fix ACs for free.
I don't think we do that, Jerry.
Get Eco.
ECO. Stay with me, Aaron. I'm going to explain to you how it works.
You're going to explain to me how my own invention works?
Get Eco.
ECO. Step 1. Some other HVAC company tells a customer that they need a whole new system.
Yes.
And then they call us.
They can always call us, Jerry.
Get Eco.
ECO. And then we repair their system for free.
No, then they pay us.
But we give the money back, right?
We give them back all the money they paid us to fix their old system when they finally do need a new one.
Up to $1,500, right?
Right.
Aaron, we're fixing HVAC systems for free.
Get Eco.
ECO.
We extend the life of their system.
That's right.
Those extra years are free. On me.
Get Eco.
ECO. Eco. Plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians. GetEco.com.
Join Rothman and Ice every Thursday at 2:30 for Gold Jacket Thursday.
Presented by the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
A new Hall of Famer joins the show every week, but not OJ because he's dead and probably a murderer. The Fan.
Did you ask about Pick 3 from the Ohio Lottery? Okay, Pick 3 is a daily draw game where you pick 3 individual numbers between 0 and 9 that can be played straight, where numbers must be drawn in an exact order or boxed where they can be drawn in any order. You can win hundreds, and wagers start at only 50 cents. Want to learn more? Okay, go to OhioLottery.com or the Ohio Lottery app. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
You had a solid retirement dream. Sell your home in a few years, bank the equity, downsize, and travel. But with an unpredictable economy and the future feeling uncertain, you're wondering if that equity will still be there when you're ready. What if you could bank that equity right now? With Truehold, you can sell your home for its current value, so you can access your equity today. You can bank the cash now and stay in the home you love with an easy standard lease. Truehold even covers property taxes, insurance, and repairs. And since Truehold hands over your equity in cash now, it's yours to do whatever you'd like. Don't let a shifting economy put your hard-earned equity at risk. Visit Truehold.com and receive their competitive offer on your home in just 48 hours, based on its current value, not what's coming. Call 1-855-300-9993 or visit Truehold.com. The smarter, faster way to cash out on your home's value without moving. That's Truehold.com.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here. Sick of the long security lines and flight delays? Travel on your terms. Go RVing and get ready to save at RCD RV's Open House. From May 3rd through the 10th, take advantage of huge deals on new and pre-owned RVs. Our Delaware, Heath, and Patasko locations will feature exclusive sale pricing on all new and pre-owned travel trailers, fifth wheels, motorhomes with special financing rates available, plus discounts on camping accessories. Come by today. We'll have your road ready by Memorial Day. Find unbeatable savings, unforgettable fun, and everything you need to hit the road at RCDRV.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
I'm meteorologist Aaron White with your 10 weather impact forecast here for the rest of our Mother's Day. We're looking ahead to beautiful conditions this afternoon. Partly cloudy with highs into the upper 70s. And then for tonight, partly cloudy, cooling down into the upper 50s. By Monday, we're seeing more cloud cover and the chance for rain here by the afternoon with highs into the lower to middle 70s. We'll keep that chance of rain in the forecast with highs in the 70s on Tuesday and Wednesday, but warming back to the 80s on Thursday and Friday. And that's a look at your 10 weather impact forecast here on 97.1 The Fan.
We test marketed naming the show A Guy and His Butlers.
Oh, that is very touching.
But we thought Bishop and Friends had a better ring to it.
Weekday mornings at 9.
The Fan. The Fan Calling Show, presented by ESPN Bet at Hollywood Casino Columbus. The show that allows you, the sports fan, to be the star.
You know what that forecast said to me for this week? It said, play lots of golf.
Lots of golf.
Woo, baby, in the 80s. Hopefully you guys are all enjoying a beautiful Sunday morning because it is awesome out there. It's been a great weekend.
Get your Mother's Day duties done today, then take your kids golfing so mom doesn't have to deal with the kids. And
there you go.
Perfect.
Perfect
Sounds
plan.
great, right?
Right there. Perfect plan. All right, this is the Fan Calling Show where you are the star. 614-821-9710 is our phone number. We are taking calls on the best jobs in all of sports. Ryan and I, shockingly, because we disagree on just about everything, had the same best job in sports, which just happens to be the number one play-by-play guy for CBS, which is Jim Nantz.
Or just
his role.
Calling games in general for me.
Yeah.
It's just being a play-by-play man, period, to me.
And I love the fact that Jim Nantz gets to go to all these incredible golf tournaments every weekend, gets to do the NFL, did so many NCAA tournaments and Final Fours and all that good stuff. But what is your number one job in sports? Again, that number is 614-821-9710. We've got Reds tickets to give out. We're going to give out a pair of tickets for the game on Thursday against the White Sox. Reds hot, coming off the 10-run first inning yesterday. That was awesome to see. So hopefully we can send you to Great American Ballpark on Thursday with your top calls.
And also, since it's Mother's Day, if you have a cool sporting story involving mom, or if you are a mom and you have a cool story about your kids in sports, any of that, 614-821-9710. Kyle has been waiting the longest, so we will head back out to the phone lines and go to him. Good morning, Kyle. You're on the Fan Call-In Show.
Good morning. How are you?
We're doing good, Kyle. Do you have a school you're representing this morning?
Yeah, I'd have to say West Virginia University. Go Mountaineers.
You shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
Go ahead, Kyle.
Yeah, I think the best job in sports would probably be like an assistant or the handler to an old NFL owner. You get to be around the game constantly, but you also get to do like random side quests like fetching Jerry Jones prune juice.
Okay, now that's an interesting thought. There was a lot of different ways to take this best sports job, but a top assistant to the owner wasn't one that I really had in mind, but I like it.
We have gotten two already today that I was not expecting. One was a cameraman, which is a great job. Like I said, I've done that. You just sometimes are in the elements, and it's not great. Assistant to the owner. I did not, but I mean, heck, it's not risky to your health. I'm sure you get paid pretty well. It's probably a nice gig.
Yeah, not bad. Very creative. Good call. I will reveal my second one right now, which is I would love to be the commissioner of the Big Ten Conference. And a big reason.
No way. No way.
Wait, you don't want me to be the commissioner, or you think that job would just be tough?
I don't think that job is worth it. Now, I know you get a lot of money, and listen, I saw that the Big Ten is paying Kevin Warren triple what they're paying Tony Batiti right now, and Jim Delaney over double of what. So I get that you make the right deals, you're going to be paid long after. That's a lot of crap to deal with right now.
It's a lot, but you have a lot of power in determining the future of college sports if you are the commissioner of the Big Ten Conference. All right, what else is on your list, smart guy?
My number two is a starting quarterback. I mean, starting quarterback, right?
You're going to get hurt in like week 2.
Quarterbacks hardly get hit anymore. It's just like throw flags on them. We're not saying it's me and you doing this. Like, we're not going out there in these bodies. And by the way, I'm as big as a defensive lineman, so I'm not really scared if I'm getting tackled by one. But I think an NFL quarterback, right? It's not the physicality that it used to be. It's still a physical job. Don't get me wrong. You're still getting hit. But I mean, everybody always wants to be the quarterback, right? You don't have movies about the middle linebacker or the cornerback. You got movies about the quarterback. He's the star. And NFL is the most popular sport in America. Being the starting quarterback has to be great.
That leads me, by the way, that's a terrible answer because the chances of getting hurt are very high. The length of your career is probably going to be really short. Bad answer. The better answer is what I've got on my list. Oh, well, you can't just say I'm going to be Tom Brady. You said an NFL quarterback.
A lot of them go till they're 40.
But who's on my list? A lot of them go till they're 40. Are you kidding me? No, they don't. For me on my list, PGA Pro. We're talking about actually on the PGA Tour. I think that would be an incredible job. The risk of injury very low. You don't have to rely on teammates. I think that would be an incredible job. You do got to
perform, though, to make any money.
That's true.
It is a thankless job if you're not playing well because you aren't making any money.
Maybe I'll be on the Live Tour. Maybe let's change it to the Live Tour where you just got a big old signing bonus. You got to
do something to bring some eyeballs then.
Let's go back to our friends, our callers. It is your show. It is the Fan Call-In Show. And we welcome Andrew to the show. Andrew, what school are you representing this morning?
At the Westerville Central Warhawks.
Ready, down, put.
Go ahead, Andrew.
The job I'd want to be the television play-by-play voice for the Cleveland Guardians. Get to travel with the team and kind of get to know everybody, and I already almost watch every game. My initial thought was radio, but I would not want the task of following up for Tom Hamilton.
Oh, yeah. Following Hammy would be a tough one. You never want to be the guy. Although, Manning and Underwood, they're pretty good as well, too, on the Gardos broadcast. That's a good one, though. He was just specific with his team. And, if I was going to be specific with a team, it would have to be the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Yeah.
If you had to do it for one team, what would be your team?
Well, I would do Ohio State basketball, I guess. However, I wouldn't
Following
be
Keels.
1/1,000,000th as good as Paul Keels. So that would be a bad role for me. Again, we're talking about the best sports jobs in the world. What would be the ideal one for you?
Let's head back out to the phone lines here, and let's get to Jimmy. Jimmy, good morning.
Jimmy, let's go.
You're on the Fan Call-In Show.
How's it going today, guys?
We're doing good, Jimmy. How are you, and what school are you representing?
I'm representing the Bobcats of Grandview Heights and Ohio University. You're the kitty.
He didn't just say that.
A couple Bobcats. What do you got for us, Jimmy?
I'm going to create a sports job.
Okay.
I want to be the host of the first round of the NFL or the whole NFL draft. The whole sending the commissioner out there to get booed, that's jumped the shark. It's time to move on from Goodell.
Okay, so you're saying you would announce the picks.
Yes. I'd be the guy up there. You get to be part of that whole experience, the whole excitement where every fan's excited. It's an electric experience. And to be the host of that would be awesome.
And you're only working one day out of the year.
Well, it's 3. The NFL draft is 3 now.
One weekend out of the year.
One weekend out of the year.
That's a good gig.
That's not a bad one. I bet that would be pretty good. If they did that, who would be the guy?
What would the salary be, too? If that's your only job, is to go out and say the picks.
I think it'd be pretty good. You probably, not for like a year long, but for just that weekend, I'm guessing $10,000 for the weekend.
Nice little talent fee.
Be pretty good. Who would be the perfect guy to do that in your
Frank
opinion?
Caliendo throws in multiple voices for you.
Be pretty good.
Oh, I like
It's
that.
Not bad.
Yeah,
I
think
that.
I think we would need a comedian. We need somebody that would make us laugh, out there, because why not? Why not entertain us? You got so many hours to fill. Yeah, I think Frank Caliendo is a good pick, but yeah, maybe someone like one of the late night hosts would be good. I don't know. You put me on the spot trying to pick somebody, but I would try and think of a comedian or someone. What about you? You got somebody in mind?
Well, that's a good one. I didn't think that way. I was just thinking like traditional broadcasters. I like
Sleepy.
Yeah, maybe so. I was thinking like a Nance maybe would be good. Scott Van Pelt, possibly, be decent. Maybe Dan Patrick. I don't know. Yeah, it's a great thought. It's a new job, so we all got kind of put on the spot. It is the show for the people, by the people, the Fan Call-In Show. 614-821-9710 is the number. We still have those Reds tickets available. We've also got some dining credits to the ESPN Sportsbook over at Hollywood Casino to some of our favorite callers. Lance, Chris, Josh, hang on the line. We will get to you in 2 minutes on the Call-In Show on the Fan.
When it comes to your roofing, siding, or gutter needs, call Newman Roofing, 614-NEW-ROOF, newmanroofing.com.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TOUR to get up to a $5 per gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TOUR to get up to a $5 per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TOUR.
Sometimes I hear a sparkling sound.
Like when we say, all you have to do is point?
There it is.
That's the sound of magic happening.
Magic like we can come the day you call us? Wow.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. This month of May is a fantastic time to win at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Win a pair of tickets to the Memorial Tournament by visiting at Hollywood Columbus on social media and follow the steps for a chance to win. You've got a chance every Tuesday for second chance drawings. You can cash it on your losing wagers. 5 winners every Tuesday get $100 pen cash. Plus, all you can eat ribs Tuesdays and Thursdays in May, only at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook inside Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Question from a listener: do you dopes ever get tired of talking about Ohio State? No. The Buckeye Show.
Weeknights at 6.
The Fan. Back to the show of the fans, by the fans, and for these crazy fans. The Fan Call-In Show. Presented by ESPN Bet at Hollywood Casino Columbus.
Welcome back to the Call-In Show. We got 3 on the line, and we've got some great comments on the YouTube chat, including our friend Nate, who says, my dream scenario as far as a job, I am the Ohio State football coach, and I just won the Mega Millions for $1 billion, so I'm able to buy any player out of the portal that I want. Again, we are taking your calls on the best jobs in all of sports. They can be made-up jobs. They can be real jobs. We're sharing what our favorite ones are. I said I wouldn't mind being the Big Ten commissioner, the power that goes with that, and making the decisions in college sports. I brought up being Jim Nantz, the top CBS guy, who does, obviously, the NFL, does the PGA. He's done the NCAA tournament in the past. I think another job for me would be PGA Tour Pro, to be a professional golfer, whether it's Live Tour or out on the PGA Tour. I think that is the ultimate life, mainly, Ryan, because you are flying to these incredible destinations and playing golf on the best courses in the world.
So this may shock you, but my number 3 is a pro golfer.
Okay.
And then my number 4, to take it a step further, is a caddy for a pro golfer, because I think they've got a pretty good life, right? I mean, I know it's a lot of hard work. They go out and scout the course and yada, yada. But if you're in with the right guy, you're making a lot of money, and you get all those perks as well. You get to play those courses because you're out there scouting them during the week. You're finding things, and you get to travel the world just like that guy. Now, your salary depends on him, but I think it's a pretty decent gig.
Absolutely. Good call out of you. Let's get back out to the phone lines, and we're going to talk to Lance. Lance, welcome to the Fan Call-In Show. What school are you representing this morning?
The Tennessee State University college that was coached formerly by Eddie George.
Erroneous on both counts.
Love it. Go ahead, Lance.
I would love to be the guy that would go to former players and coaches of the NFL to tell them that they've been selected for the Canton Football Hall of Fame.
Oh.
Because that's true. You see true emotion right there. I would love to be that guy.
Gosh, that is such a good call. It's such a good call that we are going to hook you up with a pair of Reds tickets for Thursday's game against the White Sox. So Cam is going to get you our information. I like that, too. That would be fun. A person who just gets to deliver great news.
Happy news.
Yeah, that's a good role right there. Good call by you out of
That
Lance.
would be good. And you see these footballs, you know, and these football players, they were gladiators on the field for their career. Some of the toughest humans in the world. And to see the emotion out of them and then break down in tears when they get recognized for that, it's a different side of those guys that we don't usually get to see.
I love the creativity that we're getting. We've got someone who called in who said, hey, I want the job of reading the names at the NFL draft. Now we got someone who wants to deliver the good news to these Hall of Famers. I love the creativity out of the listeners today.
And you can always reach us on the YouTube page as well. And Zach just did that, and he actually put the job that was number 5 on my list.
Ooh.
A baseball starting pitcher. I mean, I know baseball starting pitchers run a lot. That would be the downside. But listen, they work once every 5 days, max 9 innings, sometimes not even that much. And then they just play golf and travel around the rest of their time. I think a starting pitcher is pretty darn good.
That's
a
a
good
great
life.
gig right there. Absolutely. And what are you doing? You're working 30, 40 days out of the year? I mean, that's a pretty good way to go.
I mean, they're working more than that. They're putting in work all the time to get to and maintain, but still, It's a
They're
pretty good
performing
life. Yeah.
30 to 40 times a
Let's
year.
head back out to the phone lines. Let's go to Chris. Chris, good morning. You're on the Fan Call-In Show.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
We're doing good, Chris. You got a school you're representing.
The Ohio State University.
Goodness! A kiss to be remembered, potentially!
Go ahead, Chris.
Now, I got to tell you, my dream job would just be doing something I do now or don't get paid for, and that's just talk Buckeye sports all day long. You know, that would be absolutely my dream job. But, you know, I think the best one would be getting to be the guy who announces the sanctions to Michigan when they are finally punished for their cheating ways.
Yes. Okay, we got to get another prize.
That's a dining credit.
We're going
right?
back-to-back prizes because that is such a good call. Cam, we're going to hook him up with a dining credit to the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. That's fantastic. In fact, I feel like when that does officially come down, when the punishments to Michigan does officially come out and is released, I would love to see somebody just get up and read word for word everything from whatever the NCAA ends up putting
Let's have
out.
a press conference where they're released, right? So everybody gets to see it.
Yes.
Scotty, I know I'm different on this, and I do think now in the day and age that there is, I was never a bowl ban guy, a postseason ban guy, because I thought it punished people that weren't involved. But I do think in today's age, if you do a postseason ban with the transfer portal, that you'd have a lot of people leave. And I do think that could affect them. Some recruiting restrictions. I got to tell you, though, like, I'm totally over all of it. I was over all of it when it came out and it was caught, and Ohio State had their chance and they lost. And I know Buckeye fans don't agree with me on this, but you had your chance to prove it all mattered, right? And shut them up on the field, and you didn't. And I know that Michigan team was really good. They won the national championship, and they probably were the best team in the country that year, as much as we don't want to admit that. But I was done with it then. I was like, okay, Ohio State, you had your chance to shut them up. I don't really care. And now there are things that could happen that I think could affect them, but you can't take the national championship away because guess what? We still all saw it. We know. You can take wins away if you want. We still saw it. It all happened. So I'm kind of over all of this Michigan stuff. They get what they get, but I don't care really.
I get it. I haven't been paying like super attention. I know there's people that like live on every rumor on message boards and stuff like that of, oh, this came out and then this came out and all that stuff. And I know people are living on it and anticipating what's going to happen to Michigan. I'm not one of those. I'm kind of in the just wait and see when this finally comes out. Let's see how it goes. But I think what you said is 100% right, where bowl bans used to punish people that didn't necessarily deserve to be punished. However, now, if you get a bowl ban and you're able to immediately leave that school, which we know you are now, then it punishes more the program than the individual player. So I'm okay with it now. What I'm also okay with is going back out to the phone lines and talking to Josh. Josh, welcome to the Fan Call-In Show.
Hello, hello.
Josh, you got a school you're representing this morning.
Let's do Purdue Boilermakers.
You hit that guy. He shouldn't have been standing there.
The team with the best odds to win the men's national championship in basketball next year, Purdue Boilermakers. Go ahead, Josh.
There you go. I got to say, of all these have been some great options or suggestions that have been thrown out there. I'm going off kilter because of all of them. I'm almost disappointed that this hasn't been brought up yet. That me and my brother both agree that hands down, the best job to have in any kind of sports would be either a just recently fired NFL coach or a college coach, because those contracts are 100% guaranteed, and I'm getting paid to sit on my ass and do nothing.
Wow, that's another good one.
Yeah, and I actually thought of something like that, like putting in some kind of coach, or like you said, the Big Ten commissioner, where we heard that Kevin Warren just got paid by the Big Ten.
Paid to go away.
$7 million. And Jim Delaney, who hasn't been with the Big Ten since before COVID, got paid almost $6 million from the Big Ten. These buyouts are pretty good. Like, Chris Holtman's double dipping right now, right? Like he got a buyout from Ohio State. He's getting paid by DePaul. And I'm sure some of that offsets, right, when you get that new job. But, I mean, it's not a bad thing, like, to get paid to be gone.
I love the audio of Ed Orgeron when he was basically told.
All Ed Orgeron audio is great.
It is.
If you can understand it.
But when he's basically told, yeah, we're buying out your contracts, and he's like, where's the door? You know? And it was just so great because he's like, gosh, now I can go relax on a beach and be a millionaire. And speaking of which, how about like somebody like a Bobby Bonilla, who's been out of the game of baseball forever, but he had a contract where he gets paid. I think it's like on July 4th or right around the July 4th holiday.
I think it's July 1st.
July 1st.
Yeah, July 1st. Every year he gets like almost $2 million.
Yeah, to just do nothing.
Until, I believe, till 2031.
Yeah.
Is his last one. And you mentioned that. Ken Griffey Jr., I believe it was just last week, got his final payment from the Reds because he deferred that money. I think it was last year at the beginning of the year or maybe 2 years ago. Ken Griffey Jr. was the third highest paid Cincinnati Red for that year.
I think Josh wins the day because he's absolutely right. Paid to go away is the way to be. And I wrote down like Big Ten commissioner. I'm just thinking about like all the headaches and the frustration that you get for that. PGA Tour Pro, you're traveling around a lot. Now it's a good job, it's a great gig, but man, paid to go away and sit on a beach.
Think of John Gruden right now and all the money he's
paid
getting
to open
from the Vegas Raiders, and he's doing this YouTube thing where people are sending him stuff and he's opening, he's going through, and he's like, "Oh man, this is great." I mean, it's so good. Maybe getting paid not to work is the way to go.
That's the answer. Josh figured it out. I love it. All right, let's go. Let's take one more call here before we take a quick break, and let's talk to Jeff. Jeff, welcome to the Fan Call-In Show. Jeff, you with us?
There we go.
Yeah, I'm here.
I clicked the wrong button, Jeff. Now you're on with us.
You got me? All right. Long-time listener, been listening to you guys for a long time. Was great when used to listen to the radio with when they were on the AM station. But I wanted to just kind of, you had the guy that talked about announcing the picks for the NFL. What I thought was some real good people that would do that, because you were talking about that would have been Michael Buffer that does used to do the boxing matches.
Yeah,
I think he'd be pretty cool about doing that NFL announcer job.
You know, that name first popped into my head too. That's a really good call. And then the other name that popped into my head was Chris Berman. You know, with his NFL connection. So yeah, that I like the Buffer call though.
I like the Michael Buffer because I thought last night watching his brother Bruce Buffer, as there was a UFC pay-per-view, and of course I was watching that last night. That would be a pretty good gig too, right? Being Bruce Buffer or Michael Buffer, the announcer there at the UFC, or the boxing, the big time boxing matches like Michael Buffer has been forever. It makes me think, every time I think of Michael Buffer, I think of the old Jock Jams CDs back when we were younger.
Let's get ready to
all of that. So good, so good. So great. But yeah, those would not be bad gigs at all, and they would be good announcing the draft as well. One more segment to go. DJ, hang on the line. We will get to you after this quick break. It's the Call-In Show on The Fan.
Head to 971thefan.com to listen on demand and subscribe to all our podcasts. Wasting time has never been easier. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
At Kroger, we've lowered prices on over 1,000 items across our stores so you can save even more. Whether you're shopping in-store or online at Kroger, we've lowered prices on thousands of the items your family wants and needs. And with lower prices, your dollar goes further every time you shop with us. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Check out our great selection of sweet surprises for Mother's Day. You'll find colorful bouquets, decadent chocolates, and more. Happy Mother's Day from Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Hi there, I'm Ryan Reynolds, and like most actors, I have a list of things that I like to have on set. It's called a rider. It's just little things like wind chimes being blown by an easterly breeze, a 7-year-old calico cat to purr on my lap, and of course 2 freshly cracked eggs scrambled with crispy hash brown, sausage crumble, and creamy chipotle sauce from Tim Hortons. It smells amazing. Now where did I put that hand-carved wooden spoon? From my rider to Tim's menu, try my new scrambled eggs loaded breakfast box.
Limited time at participating U.S. restaurants.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Spring into savings at Ohio Mulch. Get your mulch as easy as ever. Save $50 on home delivery now through Sunday. All you got to do is visit ohiomulch.com today.
Ohio Mulch, landscape supply.
Beds are us when dreams don't get in. Beds are us. Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel plus low to no monthly payments. Call 380-225-BATH to schedule your free estimate or go to bathsareus.com. 380-225-BATH. Beds are us when dreams don't get in. Beds are us.
Hi, I'm Janice. I'm a coach at Awaken 180 Weight Loss. One of my most successful clients, not only in weight loss, but in attitude, came to us with stern doctor's orders that if he didn't do something, he would be dead within 5 years. He did not initially even want to have the conversation, but he signed up for the program. By the second week on the program, he was thanking me, thanking the program. He could not believe how much better he felt. Within 8 weeks, he was down 55 pounds. He was a true transformation of body, but definitely of mind. And of course, he feels amazing.
Hey, it's Austin Ward with a reminder that losing weight with Awaken 180 isn't about the number on the scale. It's about how that number spearheads endless successes. Bring your goals to Awaken 180, then celebrate when you check off each and every one of them. Call 844-346-1800 or go online at awaken180weightloss.com.
Legend has it, underneath the NJM insurance offices lies a room of rejected mascot memorabilia. Is it real? No one knows. But we do know NJM is proud to put policyholders first. No jingles or mascots, just great insurance.
Insurance underwritten by NJM Insurance Company and its subsidiaries.
The Fan has been ranked as the second best sports station in America by our industry peers. A heartfelt thank you is in order. But we're not doing it because we're better than that hillbilly Birmingham station that came in first. Thanks for nothing.
Hey Sports Cards fans, I'm Jeff with my buddy Adam, and we run Huggy Kissy Bear breaks on the Whatnot app. What's a card break? Simple. We open boxes of cards live, you pick your team, and we send you all the hits. With over 2,300 five-star reviews, we're all about you. New to card breaks? No sweat. We've got you covered with a sweet welcome package from us. Download the Whatnot app and follow us on Instagram and TikTok to view all of our past Sugar Bear hits. Huggy Kissy Bear breaks, where collectors win big.
Boating season is finally here, and Buckeye Lake Marina is your go-to destination for all your on-the-water needs. With the largest inventory in Central Ohio, you can choose from top brands like Bennington, South Bay, Crown Line, and more. Buckeye Lake Marina has it all. Pontoon boats, luxury tri-toon boats, even merch. Open 7 days a week to serve you better. Find your next dream boat at Buckeye Lake Marina. Visit BuckeyeLakeMarina.com today for all your on-the-water needs. The good life, the lake life, starts at Buckeye Lake Marina.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. I know firsthand what it's like to battle through joint pain. After years of the hard hits and the wear and tear on the field, I thought pain, it was just going to be something I had to live with. Let me tell you, that's no longer the case thanks to QC Kinetics. For over 8 years, QC Kinetics has been leading the charge nationwide in non-surgical joint pain relief, helping over 50,000 patients get back to doing what they love, pain-free. Whether it's your knees, back, hips, shoulders, you pick it. If joint pain's been slowing you down, you need to hear about what Dr. Aaron Walkoff and his team in Columbus are doing. They're using cutting-edge regenerative medicine, natural biologic treatments with powerful healing properties to repair and restore damaged joint tissue. No surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. Just real results. The kind of treatment I wish I had access to during my playing days, and now you do. Imagine this summer playing around a golf, chasing the kids, and just enjoying a walk without the pain. Go to qckinetics.com/Columbus or call 380-2845-44. They now have offices in Grove City and Canal Winchester.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Ever want to be a radio star?
It's all about the radio.
Or at least hear your voice on the air?
The radio's all yours now.
This is the show for you. This is the Fan Call-In Show, presented by ESPN Bet at Hollywood Casino Columbus.
Throughout the call-in show all morning, we've been talking about the best jobs in sports. And I think Josh, last segment, may have called in with the best job in sports, which is, of course, to
It's
be
not a job.
A fired head coach, right? As far as the college or pro level, and you are paid to go away. And I think that might be the top job. But I did think of another one that I would love, Ryan, during the break. And it just happens to be, I would love to be a bracketologist.
Oh, you want to be Joe Lunardi?
I want to be Joe Lunardi. I think that might be the ultimate job in sports.
That is a lot of research, though, right? I mean, it's something you love, though, right?
Absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, that's a lot of numbers and facts and figures and
perfectly fine with that. And now, if we go to 16 teams in the college football playoff, I could also be
I don't want to talk about this.
I could also be a bracketologist for the college football season. And if I'm wrong, who cares? Nobody cares after the brackets released anyway what my predictions were.
I don't even know if I wrapped my head around it, but I just got, I guess, resigned to the fact that we're going to have a three-loss team playing for a national championship at some point. Now you're telling me with automatic bids we could get a 4 or a 5-loss team in this thing? I hate it. I don't want to hear it.
Maybe we get a nice 7-5 team in as a 16 seed.
Get out of here.
Let's go back out to the phone lines. Let's talk to DJ. DJ, welcome to the show. What school are you representing?
The Ohio University Bobcats.
Tummy likey. Tummy want wingy.
Got a lot of Bobcats on the show today. You got to be loving that, Scotty. What do you got, DJ?
I would love to be the guy that heads the NFL safety protocol that can finally blow the lid off the concussion protocols and call out the NFL.
Oh, that seems like a very, very serious job to be taken under
That
for
seems
DJ.
like somebody's going to come after you in that job almost.
Boy, I mean, everybody has their own dream job in sports, but I got to tell you, that one seems very, very serious. See, I respect that, DJ. I just want the nice, easy, cushy jobs.
Yeah, I don't want I feel like the NFL, if you're going after the NFL, maybe they're going to come after you. And It's one of those weird things where you go eat dinner and all of a sudden you can't swallow anymore or something. I don't know, but that makes me nervous a little bit.
So we did get a couple of people on our YouTube chat that threw out some jobs at us. Any jobs in sports? How about athletic director at a Midwestern school, a Bowling Green or Ohio University size? And that is from Nick. Now, Nick, I will tell you, I like what you're thinking with athletic director. But I got to tell you, I know that those athletic directors at the MAC level, they work their butt off. Like, that is a very tough job.
Yeah, it's not like in Ohio State where you've got a whole staff working for you and this and that. Like the guys at smaller schools, and if you even go small, I'm sure the MAC, they still have a lot of people working for them and with them and helping them. But if you even go smaller levels, like those guys are doing everything. Like we think of Ohio State, and I know he's talking athletic director, but Ohio State has an SID for every sport. At some colleges, you've got one SID dealing with all of them. So the smaller you get in those colleges, a lot of times the harder those jobs are, and you're not getting paid nearly as much.
Yeah, but we appreciate all the calls, a lot of great suggestions, some that were really, really surprised me as far as what they came up with the creativity with the job. But we all have our own different dream jobs in sports. We'll just reveal our list again real quick. Ryan and I came up with 5 before the show started, of 5 dream jobs for us. Strangely enough, we both had the top one being the same, which was basically Jim Nance's job, which is the top play-by-play guy for CBS, and he does NFL and PGA Tour. He's done college basketball. So Jim Nance, number 1 job. For me, number 2 was Big Ten commissioner, although you kind of convinced me that that's a lot of work. So maybe that shouldn't be number 2 on my list. I had PGA Tour Pro, number 3. Number 4, I actually had as being basically Kirk Herbstreit, where you are the top college football analyst, and you get to go do game day, and then you get to do the top college football games. And then I rounded out my list with bracketologist. So those are my 5.
Herbstreit and Nance are the same thing. That should be that's the same job, right?
Sure, a little bit.
Mine, of course, was a play-by-play guy, number 1. Number 2, the starting quarterback. I think the spoils and the prestige of it are still enough to get past any injury concern. Pro golfer, number 3. A pro golfer's caddy, number 4. I think that's a underrated job. And then number 5 for me, starting baseball pitcher. I mean, you're living good. You can even maybe throw like a DH in there as well. Now, I know you're playing every day as a DH, but you're just getting to hit. You just go out there and try to mash long balls all day. But the starting pitcher, you go in once every 5 days. That's got to be a pretty good gig.
Well, and last hour on the Money, I asked Dave Biddle the same question. Dream job in sports. And he said general manager of the team that he loves, either being the general manager of the Reds or general manager of the Bengals. Now, I like that, but it's
a lot of work, though, too,
And
right?
again, you're looking at a very, very high-stress job. So I get it, wanting to run and make the decisions for your favorite team, but that's a lot.
I bet that's got to be frustrating, too, like especially say you're a general manager of the Reds and you're like, oh, we can go get this guy. And your owner's like, we don't have enough money for that.
That's right.
That's got to be tough, right? You're like,
Right.
I can do this. I can make this team better. Nah, actually, you can't. We're not writing that check.
Or I want to re-sign this player, and the player ends up being a jerk or doing something stupid, and has some kind of off-the-field issue. I mean, there's a lot of high stresses in the general manager role.
Yeah, for sure. So I think that one's going to be very tough. I get the allure of it, though. Like, I'd love to be the guy for the Columbus Blue Jackets, pulling the strings and saying, hey, we can get this guy. We can make the team better this way. But there is a lot involved with that. Hey, enjoy your Mom's Day. All the moms out there, enjoy it. You deserve it. You're going to a nice brunch here coming up, so you enjoy that as well. I don't know if you're going to get out there and swing maybe 9 holes or something or hit a bucket of balls.
I told you during the break, the greatest gift that I could give to my wife, who's a great mother, is for me to get out of the house and be gone. So that's my gift.
And I think the greatest gift that we can give you is a little Fan Sports Sunday coming up before the Reds game. Tito and Tim May coming up next on The Fan.
We're your radio home for the Buckeyes, Browns, and all the NFL games you can handle. We may have a bit of a football problem. Oh, yeah. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Looking to sell your home? Don't pay 6% commission. Call my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They're full service, not a do-it-yourself kind of thing. On average, customers save over $10,000. Give them a call, 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
Working your way through that honey-do list? That means more flushes, more showers, more fiddling with the thermostat. Trust the pros at the Waterworks with your plumbing and drain cleanings and repairs and all your heating and cooling needs. Our certified pros can repair or replace your furnace or air conditioner. Clogs? Call the Waterworks. Drain cleaning? Call the Waterworks. Plumbing issues? Call the Waterworks. Furnace repairs? Call the Waterworks. The Waterworks. Trusted neighborhood plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling experts.
That's the sound of a Mountain Dew. And that's you enjoying its refreshing citrus kick. That's a cool breeze suddenly whistling through your hair.
Whoa!
That's you realizing you're now on a mountain.
This is epic!
That's you stating the obvious. That's you stepping up to the plate. That's you winning your kickball game. That's you taking another sip of your Do the Do.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now, but I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TOUR to get up to a $5 per gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TOUR to get up to a $5 per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TOUR.
When it comes to your roofing, siding, or gutter needs, call Newman Roofing, 614-NEW-ROOF, newmanroofing.com.
You know that project you've been working on? Just chipping away at it, dreaming of the day you get to show it off? Then, when you're least expecting it, cancer. And finishing that project actually happens. I would know. I've been restoring this car for years, and today I'm giving it to my granddaughter. It's her 16th birthday and 2 years since my cancer diagnosis.
Mom, you finished it?
Happy birthday, boo-boo. You keep making plans.
Visit Ohio.